All right. I will be reading for Jules and the therapist. So, where do you want to start? I don't know. Okay, why'd you run away? And then music plays, a whole music thing plays. Can we just not talk about this? Why? I don't know, because it was like a dumb, not well thought out plan, and I was like drunk and reacting and shit. Reacting to what? Come on. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? What do you want to talk about? I think I want to get off my hormones. Okay. Have you been thinking a lot about detransitioning? No. Okay, then what is it? I don't know. I've just been like thinking about what's next. In what sense? I mean, I don't know. I guess it's interesting because like before I ran away, I had gone to this city to visit some friends and we were having this exact conversation, and basically I feel like I framed my entire womanhood around men. When like in reality I am no longer interested in men. Like psychology, like what men want, like what men want is so fucking boring and simple and not creative and like ugh. I look at myself and I'm like, how the fuck did I spend my entire life building this, like my body and my personality and like my soul around what I think men desire. It's literally just like embarrassing. I feel like a fraud. I feel like there's a lot to unpack with what you just said, okay? But the main thing I heard is how hard you are on yourself, the amount of self-criticism you are experiencing. Yeah, but I think it's necessary. Are you sure? I mean, I hope so. Or else I'm really fucking crazy. You're not crazy, Jules. You're just a lot harder on yourself than you probably should be. Yeah? Acknowledging that is important. Yeah, but also, like, what I'm saying is true. Like, without that self-criticism, I'd be lost. Or free. Both can be scary feelings. You really like your entire existence, physically and emotionally. Is that reactive? What do you mean? That I'm not looking or talking to, Jules. I'm not looking at an avatar she created in reaction to the world. Yeah, I'm here, you know, but you're looking at like a million layers of other people, and I've grabbed and clung to throughout my fucking entire life. Like, that's terrifying. And I mean, that's why when I'm talking to my friend about this, or well, I don't know. I guess this is our first session. I don't want to get into it all like this. Like, this is childhood bullshit. Because it's a lot. It's exhausting. But when I was having this conversation with my friend, we were talking about how my entire life, I feel like I've been trying to conquer femininity. And somehow along the way, I feel like femininity conquered me. What? What was that thought? Well, Like most girls, when you first talk to them, they like authentically analyze and compare themselves to you. And then, you know, they search for where you fit in their hierarchy. And then they treat you accordingly. What hierarchy? Like how close you are to what they collectively want to be, like in their hands. Right. Just like I look at myself and I'm like, fuck, did I spend my entire life building this? Like my personality and like my soul around, oh wait, that's another part. I just even like, they like mastered the hiding of what it is. And you know, even if they are like mastered the art of hiding it, like smells and nods and small talk, it's like you'd still catch them doing it. Like in their eyes wandering over your face, or you know, the quick takes up and down your body, or like they watch how your clothes hang on your torso, or how they look up your tags and clothes to see where you shop, or they watch your hands to find your fucked up cuticles or chipped nail polish. Honestly, it would be a kind of sensual experience if it wasn't fucking terrifying. So they want to find flaws. Yeah, most girls, but not Rue. What's the first thing that comes to mind? No girl has ever looked at me the way Rue did. Hi. I just feel like Rue was the first girl that didn't look at me like she actually saw me. And I mean, not to say that in like a cheesy way, because it sounds cheesy, right? Like, honestly, it sounds like relief. Yeah. I mean, like when I say me, I mean me. That me that I was talking about earlier. Like, that's the me underneath all these millions of layers. I can't imagine how that must feel. Yeah. Yeah, it felt good. Kind of reminds me how my mom would see you. Keep going with that thought. Well, just like how a mom sees you before you're anything, and like loves you just for that. And all you have to do is just like sit there and exist. Is that how your mom saw you? I don't know. I mean, like, the time we were talking about is before you can remember anything, so I don't know. Is that how you imagine your mom saw you? I hope so. Ugh, I take that back. I don't want to talk about my mom. I promise you. I have no agenda. We can talk about whatever it is, what you want to talk about. I mean, yeah, I think I really want to go off my hormones, okay? Or I want like everything, probably just my blockers. I have like this weird sci-fi chip implant in my arm. Supprelin? Yeah. And it like stops my voice from dropping, my balls getting bigger. You know, the kind of shit that men would feel desirable. I don't know. I've always thought of puberty as like this broadening or demanding or like a thickening, which I think is like why I was so scared of it, you know? Because in my head, women were always like small and thin and delicate, you know? So like the thought of puberty like this, irreversible, forever fucking metamorphosis, was just like a fucking terrifying thought. And you know, then like when it happened, I just like end up on the other side, like stuck, or even worse, just like a man. Like like through and through. And then femininity would always be just like this elusive, distant thing, you know? Like unreachable. But then I think about the beautiful things that you're also broad and deep and thick, and I think of something like the ocean. I think that I want to be as beautiful as the ocean, because the ocean's strong as fuck. And I'm feminine as fuck. And like we are both both are what makes the ocean. My grandma used to live by the ocean, and we'd go and visit, and when we go down to the beach, I close my eyes and I just swim and swim. And it didn't matter where I was going or what could happen. Sometimes I pray to the ocean. At least for me, being trans is spiritual. You know, it's not religious. It's not like for some congregation. It's for me. It's mine. It belongs to me. And I don't ever want to stand still. Like, I want to be alive. I mean, that's what this has always been about. It's about been staying alive. The only problem is that I might have lost Rue along the way. What do you mean? Just like that, I've called her a bunch of times and she hasn't picked up, and I think I really fucked up. Like, I was panicking. Like, I was really panicking with, like, getting melodramatic. I really had a hard 6 months. Like, moving here has been really hard, and like I don't know, just kind of a bunch of shit all happened at once, and I like freaked out. Like, I panicked, and I felt like if I didn't get out, I was gonna fucking die. Well, maybe it's a little hard for me. How? It's maybe like a little hard for me to talk about right now. Were you thinking about hurting yourself? I mean, there's a difference between thinking about hurting yourself and wanting to hurt yourself. But I think that gap was closing. So I ran. And I left someone like I really loved behind. Sorry. This is where the acting needs to start. Go, you got back. I mean, I just called her a bunch of times and she hasn't picked up. And I think I really fucked up. But I was panicking. I was really panicking, getting melodramatic, and I had a really hard 6 months. Like, moving here has been really hard. I don't know. Just kind of a bunch of shit all happened at once. And I freaked out and I panicked, and I felt like if I didn't get out, I was gonna fucking die. How? It's like a little hard for me to talk about right now. I mean, there's a difference between thinking about hurting yourself and wanting to hurt yourself. But I think that gap was closing. So I ran. And I left someone like I really, really loved behind. Sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. It hurts, yeah. Like, at the same time, though, I feel angry at Rue. I feel like her sobriety is like this completely dependent on how available I am to her, you know? Like, she'd ask me to sleep over and I'd say no for her, whatever reason, but it was like a fucking weekday or something. And I just like feel like this weight, like this massive weight on my shoulders. And I just think, like, what if she relapses? You know, like, what if she relapses because I'm not there? I talked to your mom today. She moved out of the halfway house. She's been clean for 9 months. Do not do that, please. Do not roll your eyes. Come on, it's mom. Yeah, you'd be angry with her. Yeah, you're angry with her, and I understand that. But you can't just dismiss that good. Yeah, well, I'm allowed to be skeptical. She did say she wanted to see you. I knew it. I knew this was going to be like some conversation about how well mom is doing. Can you tell her no thank you? Okay. Some of the most profound relationships I've ever had with people I've never met. I should have known I was setting myself up, or maybe I didn't know. Maybe that's like what I'm actually attracted to. Maybe like that's the appeal, the letdown, the fact that none of it is real. It's all fantasy. You've never even seen his face. I don't have to. I've gotten to know him like really well, sure. I have, like, better than anyone else other than you. Except he could be lying. Rue, anyone could be lying. Trust me, Rue, it's not in my head. I think you two would actually get along. I fall in love so easily. I really do. It's like embarrassing. What do you think it is? Because half of every relationship is in my head. What? I'm just happy. Rue. What? I'm just happy I met you. Me too. Wait, Rue. You've been clean for like 2 weeks. Rue, no fucking way. I'm so proud of you. There were so many times I wanted to kiss her, but I didn't. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Oh, okay. I hate everyone in this world but you. And when she finally did, I froze. What did you think that it is? Because I never kissed a girl before. I've never been that close to a girl before. So when it happened, the only thought I had was, don't lose her. I was just hoping we could talk earlier, because, like, I don't know, I was really weird, and, hey, I was just hoping we could talk about what happened earlier, because, I don't know, I was just weird, and I didn't, like, mean it in any way or anything, so yeah, I just want to talk, please call me back, yeah. Why did you think you would lose her? Because, like, how could it be possible that Rue loved me as much as I loved her? I think the better question is, why do you think it would be impossible? I can't tell you how many times we'd just be texting and texting, and the next thing I know, it would be like 4 in the morning. And I hadn't slept, and I didn't want to. I never tell her this, but I feel like you got to know me better than real. I used to text forever, like about anything and everything. I know it might like sound weird, but it was genuinely the best sex I've ever had. What made it so fulfilling? It was just pure fucking imagination. How could none of it felt real? I wish I never... How could none of it ever have been real? It felt so real. I wish I never met her. I'm still in love with Tyler, and I don't know when that's gonna change. You have to be fucking kidding me. She wants my forgiveness? My forgiveness. So what? So she doesn't drink herself to death because she's so fucking guilty? Don't be fucking cruel. I don't care. Yeah, you do. I swear to God, Dad, I don't fucking care. Okay, fine. If you don't really care, then it means nothing to you. Then just go downstairs and let her apologize. Even if it's not real. Even if it's not real. Even if it's not real. Okay, fine. It was a week later on Halloween. How long was she missing for? Jesus Christ. And you found bottles in the room? Oh God, how long does the hospital want to keep her? That's the first read.